Hey guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a couple of brand new releases for you. One was planned, one wasn't, and just kind of happened. So hopefully you have some tea or coffee because we might be here for a few minutes. Okay, so you guys remember I got my daily duo. This is the first 6 months. This is, of course, July through December, which we're going to go through in a minute. I wanted to create kits for that. So we're going to go through that first. But then I got my bouquet and yeah, things kind of took on a life of their own, which we'll get to in a minute. By the way, there is a flip through of this planner up on my wall. I will try to remember to link it down below. I will be doing a flip through on the bouquet. This is the dashboard. I will try to have that up for you guys tomorrow. Okay. So what I decided to do with the dashboard was, or with the planner, was to actually create a dashboard. So this is an additional piece to the already Erin Condren, celebration collection. So we have this month priorities, currently expenses, orders to contact to do. I also have quotes here because I like to do quotes in the bottom box. We're going to walk through this with the planner in a minute. This is for the top of, actually, you know what, let's just do it now. It'll be easier to do it now. Okay, so this little piece here on the dashboard is meant for this page. I personally love that idea. I think it's a lot of fun. And whether you have a 6-month or a 12-month, these will all be sort of like seasonally planned, or in this one's case, matching the colors for the month. So I am looking forward to continuing with those. Now on the dashboard, and I'm going to turn to that first. We're going to skip the month page. We'll come back to that. So on the dashboard, this here obviously goes here. I have 2 smaller pieces for here. I added my own scripts there because that's what I'm doing. I do have dots here. And then I do have washi. Now, part of the reason this one ends up being, it's about 1/8 of an inch longer than the box, but I wanted to make sure that these washi strips here, you could use in any place you wanted. So this one will need to have just a little smidgen trimmed off, but I wanted to give you the option of using whatever you needed. So this one I didn't line up correctly. It should have been over farther on the page, but it does fit well. So everything works out really good on this. And again, the quotes are for down here, which I'm really kind of excited about. So that's the first additional page. I have also come up with the Daily Duo headers. So these are the headers that go in here. So you can see, and I do have numbers, which we'll get to in a minute. So the headers all go in here. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, and I like that they're lined up on the opposite sides. You'll notice here that there's a white dot. That's where your dates go. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You've also got your matching washi for those pages. Then you've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday with matching washi for all of those. And aside of those 2 pages, here are your numbers. So these are the numbers that are meant to go in those spots. There's the weekend banner, and then there's some extra little deco, which you'll see down at the bottom. And yes, I was doing sticker testing. The starfish. Here's the weekend banner. And there you go. And there's the other flowers there. So that is your headers. So let's put those down. Now, I do also have regular boxes. So these are solid boxes. 1 page comes with 6 of these. You get 2 more here, and then you get 6 of the smaller ones. There's also more washi strips at the bottom there. These are the decorative boxes like you see here. You get 2 sheets of those. So there's the ones with the red, white, and blue hydrangeas, the 2 with the shiplap boarding, and then the red, white, and blue waves. And I've made smaller washi strips if you want to block off time or, divide sections. So there's those. This is the 7th box because I wanted to make sure you had 7 decorative boxes. There's more deco here. And then there's also these cute little asterisks, which I plan on using in my week at a glance, which we're going to go right back to here because that's the next thing. So I want to use those for my videos when I figure out what days those are coming. And then here is the week at a glance. So you get your Monday through Sunday, this week notes to do, week of, and then you get your numbers. So I've made them larger so that it works out really nicely. There are more labels here and more washi. And then also you can see there's the dog too, which I think he's absolutely sweet. So that is the July celebration Daily Duo collection. And again, the dashboards will now be on every Erin Condren collection, so you can use those on your dashboards. Let me know down below, guys, for those of you and for me too, and I'm looking for your opinion. For those of us that use the Happy Planner, the dashboard is always opposite the pattern divider. If you would like a page that matches the kits, regardless of whatever those dividers are, let me know. But like for me personally, I don't like to have anything on that currently page if it's going to be like sort of in opposition to what's on those dividers, because those dividers sometimes have different patterns. And of course, you know, like there's the tiles, there's the seasonal, you know, florals, whatever. So let me know, because it would match the kit, not the actual Happy Planner. So let me know what you think about that down below. So again, that is the Daily Duo for Celebration. That's the edition there. Now, I also came out with something else, and we're going to actually close this for a moment because we need this one. So this is the one I got for work, which I'm not really going to decorate in the weeks. I'm only going to decorate the month. So let's get started on that. This, you guys, just calls my name. Unbelievable how beautiful that is. Oh, and I did go with the rose gold coil on here. No regrets, because again, even though there's the gold foiling, I love how it matches all the pink on here. So yeah, I'm not a pink girl, and I'm loving that. So now, you have a new collection. I decided to, because I was so enamored with the colors and the florals, and I just thought they were great. I had decided to add another collection. It was not my intent. It literally just happened. So anyway, we now have the EC Bouquet collection. So this is made to match the EC Bouquet planners, whether they're Daily Duo, Dashboard, you know, the classic vertical, the hourly, it doesn't matter. I've made like the monthly, the dashboard, and all of that. And then I've also made the Daily Duo. So let's start with what the monthly is. So your monthly calendar, of course, you've got your strips here. You've got your days and dates here, the labels and the dots. So that's the first page. This is the boxes. So this is actually kind of like a designer box. You can see. So it's a beautiful hummingbird with a sunflower. There's the boxes, of course, there, the long ones. So those can go in the calendar area. Here's your deco page. Again, there's another doggy and a kitty. So cute. But I know July is this green, but I decided to add the yellow sunflowers too, because I feel like July is the perfect time for like sunflowers. So I thought that would be really, really cute. So there's that. And then here, of course, is your dashboard page for the monthly. So again, this will go here. You've got two shorter strips to go here. And then you've got two sets of washi to use however you want. And then of course, this last piece here, right here, is meant to go at the top. So every collection, every dashboard, you will get those pieces that match, which I think will be really cute. So there's that. Now, the other thing I did is create the Daily Duo collection. So we're going to come back to that here in a second. Let's go back to the Daily Duo, and let's actually go to a section that is not planned out, because I've actually been playing around in here to get used to it again. So what we're going to do is open to the blank area. So here, of course, is your week at a glance. So this, you know, can be utilized here, week of, your days, your dates, there's labels and washi, along with a really beautiful like painting of sunflowers. So I thought that was cute. Here are your headers. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with washi, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday with the rest of the washi. So there's those. And then here are your days and dates with your weekend banner and some little extra deco pieces. Here are your, and yes, I know it says June. I had June on the brain. I have corrected it, but I didn't realize it till after I printed it out and cut it. So this is my set. Yours will all properly say. And here, the funny thing is I switched around EC and bouquet. I was working on them late one night. So it's on mine, but the mistakes will not be on yours. So you have your solid boxes and extra washi strips. Then you have your decorative boxes and the like mini washi strips. And then there is your 7th box, your asterisks, and more deco. So that is your daily duo and your new EC bouquet collection. Now, again, Happy Planner users. And I'm thinking I'm going to do this for myself anyway, because I ended up loving this pattern. Are you interested in me converting this to a Happy Planner set like I have with my other collections? Let me know down below, and I can have that done probably within about a week. So let me know what you guys think about that. All right, now back to the other planner. In here, Erin Condren did an amazing thing and added a calendar for May and one for June. Well, you know, I can't not decorate those, right? Those are monthlies. So now the full collections will come out next year in May and June, and I will change the patterns used on the headers so that this is strictly for these. But you will see more of these collections in May and June of 2026. So I have for May here. Now this is a little more peachy, where this is a little bit more of like a terracotta, you know, neutral terracotta color. But I thought that would be so cute with this. And I feel like it matches really nicely. And when you look at, let's see, the November color is the same. When you look at it with that, it does match really nicely. It gives a little bit more oomph to it. And again, when I do full collections, I'll bring more of this like sort of like golden sort of terracotta color in. But for now, I thought this would be really cute for this page. And of course, you get your days and dates. And then here for June, I love these purple pansies. And again, super cute. Let's see, let's look at that with the divider. So December is the same color as June, and I thought that was really pretty. And again, when I do full collections, I'll bring more of that like muted purple in. But that is for your 2 months at the beginning. So for Erin Condren users, you guys can order these and get your monthly pages set up. So I hope that all made sense. So you have May and June, you have your July collection, and then there's the additional pieces to the celebration collection. At this time, I am not going to be doing daily duo collections for the dragons. I am thinking I will start that in January, and that will be an additional part next year because I actually have a lot on my plate now. That's 3 full collections. I was only planning on 2, and I ended up deciding to add the daily duo. I was not going to do like planner specific. So at this time, that's kind of where I'm at. But you have your collections now. So there's the EC bouquet that matches the bouquet planners. Again, let me know down below if you guys are interested in seeing the Happy Planner, you know, have a collection like with these patterns for the Happy Planner, because I'm happy to make those adjustments. That really won't be too hard. So again, if you're interested in that, it will take about a week. And then here are the celebration pieces, which of course, you know, if you have any Erin Condren planner, those will match. And there are all of the other pieces that we have. In fact, let me go back and show you just in case, whoops, just in case so you guys can see. Let me get this out of the way. I do actually have the monthly done in here with the celebration. So you can see, there you go. So you can see how that is. So that is the month with the headers. Those are the little days and dots. I like the way it looks too, because it keeps it nice and like kind of clean looking. So I'm kind of excited for that. There's of course the dashboard, your week at a glance. Yeah, and then your daily duo pages. So that's kind of all I have for you guys right now. I am still working on scripts. I've added many of the requests that you have made. So those will be coming up. I'm thinking those will probably be released within about a week. Check out tomorrow. I will have the flip through of the dashboard planner so you guys can see that. And then I also will have coming up, I'm going to be decorating my wellness planner with Robin's kits. So that will be coming up within the next couple of days as well. So been a little, adjustment getting back into the swing of things. So in any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Other than that, I will be linking to my Etsy shop and, as much to this directly as I can. So if you are looking for any of that, the link should be in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you in the next one.